He's so chill and he never moves. Our little nephew, baby Harris Dupont, finally gave his mommy a real belly roll, and it was all caught on camera. How did you feel?
I felt, I don't even know the word. Like, whatever's bigger than amazed. Like, I was just like, I just couldn't believe it. Like, for the first time, I felt like it was like a flutter. It felt like I don't know, like it was not a fart, but like just like a butterfly kind of.
Okay.
But it kept happening. I was like, oh my God, that's it. So it was very emotional. It was crazy, and I was just like, you know, it's always these little things that remind me in my body, and I get overwhelmed a lot, but I'm completely so blessed, and it's my little miracle drop.
I was just as shocked as you were because I've never Brat skin.
No, that's not true.
That's another thing.
No, that is so true.
I was like, babe, my full skin and stomach is out. I mean, I ain't show no body like this. Is what you like.
Well, you know what, y'all? Maybe we all just say we love you, nephew. He'll move for us, y'all. What y'all think? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
We love you, nephew.
He's sleeping, getting ready for Freaknik 2040.
Rapper dabrat has made the unexpected decision to separate from her wife, Jessica Judy Dupart, and is pursuing a divorce. The pair, well known for their public relationship and candid parenting style, are now embroiled in a contentious court dispute over their son's custody. Fans who followed their romance on social media were taken aback by this announcement, and the couple's unique parenting approach has added further complexity to the custody battle, as highlighted in several interviews. Fans are shocked and divided over the custody fight, particularly due to disagreements surrounding the surrogacy process and their journey to parenthood. The biological connection between Judy and their child has further complicated the matter, leaving many wondering how this will unfold in court. dabrat has expressed a desire to be the primary caregiver, as indicated in court documents, setting the stage for what may become a challenging custody battle. Many are curious about what went wrong following the divorce announcement, and fans are left wondering how this decision will impact both parents and their child. Judy and dabrat had seemed inseparable, frequently showcasing their love and support for each other in public. From announcing their pregnancy to celebrating parenting milestones, their well-documented journey into motherhood had appeared to be one of the highlights of their relationship.
Went through a miscarriage as well.
What? When?
Yeah, it was a very long time ago. Under some far different circumstances that we have right now. It was between my pregnancy with Byron and Jordan. I actually wound up pregnant with twins.
What?
I didn't want my parents to know.
Twins?
Yes. It was around graduation time, so it was real stressful in my life at the time.
Oh, baby, I'm sorry.
This development reveals not only their emotional separation, but also the subsequent scrutiny from the media and fans. What could have caused such a significant breakup for a couple that seemed so happy, especially considering the affection and enthusiasm they had shown for their child? This situation serves as a reminder of the challenges partnerships face, particularly those in the public eye. It also sheds light on the difficulties that arise when children are involved, especially in non-traditional family setups. A video surfaced of dabrat and Judy arguing over strapping their child into a car seat. Judy, who had raised 3 children in a privileged household, was shown in the footage. Fueling rumors of conflict between the two, while they managed to keep most of their issues private, this incident painted a different picture. Although their public presence often depicted lavish trips and sweet family moments, some fans suspected that things were more complicated than they seemed. The breakdown of dabrat and Judy's relationship has led some to observe that Judy often appeared to take charge of their parenting responsibilities, treating their son as solely her own. Fans have speculated that Judy's behavior this time seemed more controlling, as if she was monopolizing the role of mother, leaving dabrat feeling sidelined. These observations have led admirers to believe Judy might have been preventing dabrat from fully embracing her role as a mother. While the couple has been praised for their openness and authenticity, it appears they faced challenges behind the scenes that they chose to keep private. Observant fans noticed subtle changes in Judy's interactions with dabrat and their child, leading to speculation that underlying tensions had been brewing for some time.
Emergency room.
They said that it might be a hyperstimulation of the ovaries. And the only reason I came is because I can't breathe properly.
Her ovaries had swollen. She ended up with blood clots in her lungs.
The blood clots in my lungs caused my heart to beat very fast on one side, so then I had an enlarged heart. So then we had to see a cardiologist, I had to see a hematologist, I had to see an oncologist. Beautiful. I'm fine now.
Yeah, but you don't do that.
You called your kids. You had to call your kids.
You told them you loved them. You was like almost trying to get you together.
The resolution of their custody dispute will not only impact their family, but also spark discussions about societal perceptions of non-traditional family structures and the legal implications they entail. Fans are also speculating about the reasons behind Judy's alleged decision to take on more parenting responsibilities and restrict dabrat's presence on social media. Many are emotional, questioning whether this dynamic contributed to the couple's issues. Longtime followers have noted that cracks in the relationship seemed to appear long ago, particularly after the couple's public appearances began to shift. As their story unfolds, all eyes are on the courtroom to see what happens next for dabrat and Judy. At times, it appeared Judy was pushing the relationship forward, while dabrat simply complied without full comfort or enthusiasm. Regardless of the cause, this split reminds us that even seemingly perfect relationships can harbor hidden struggles. Judy has often been perceived as more focused on the spotlight, raising questions about the complexities of modern relationships, especially those involving public figures and their children. Supporters are eager to see how Judy and dabrat will navigate this difficult period. Will they reach a custody agreement, or will it escalate into a prolonged and bitter legal battle? For those following the situation, some view it as part of a larger strategy by Judy to maintain visibility for her brand, Kaleidoscope Hair Products. Speculation has arisen that Judy's relationship with dabrat may have been another means of staying in the public eye. However, their journey together began long before the spotlight intensified. The couple started dating in 2017, with their relationship becoming public in 2020 when dabrat attended one of Judy's Kaleidoscope events to support her business. Rumors persist that Judy may have briefly rekindled a connection with an ex during that time, adding another layer of complexity to their story. Ultimately, this tale is a lesson that things are not always as they appear. The once loving and mutually admiring relationship has now turned into a violent and dramatic one. The image of their purported fairy tale romance raises the possibility that Judy had ulterior motives from the start, and the divorce has further fueled speculation about whether this relationship was ever really about love, or if Judy was simply playing a role. Since Judy and dabrat went from dating to marriage and children so quickly, there has been debate over their relationship's future. Soon after discussing their aspirations to grow their family, they faced challenges in February 2022. Many admirers rejoiced in their love story, but others noticed how rapidly things were spiraling out of control, resembling a drama. The outcome will only become clear with time, whether Judy and dabrat can come to a compromise that works for both of them and their child. The couple revealed that the child wasn't dabrat's biological child. They brought the infant to term using a sperm donor and Judy's eggs. On season 3 of Brat Loves Judy, they spoke openly about their emotional journey until dabrat revealed a real-life conclusion. Most likely, Judy passed in 2012, but those details came after a real-life conclusion. The pivotal moment occurred when some significant information was disclosed on Entertainment Tonight. While many believed Judy would get pregnant, Judy had an unexpected complication. Some fans felt the drama surrounding Judy's health and the baby could have been overdone for the cameras, even if not everyone was affected by the storyline. Some even speculated that it was all part of a bigger scheme and that Judy never truly planned to carry the baby alone. Doubts about her actual motivations began to rise when Judy was sent to the hospital due to blood clots in her heart and lungs, causing the egg retrieval procedure to take a drastic turn. Judy had always been a shrewd businesswoman with her expanding enterprise, but it seemed as if she was prioritizing herself over dabrat, despite her affluence, before their marriage. Her focus on appearances rather than love, evidenced by lavish gifts and public demonstrations, made it difficult to shake the suspicion that this relationship may have been more about boosting her notoriety than genuine affection. This was one of the biggest red flags for fans. Fans learned through a social media video that Judy seemed to be possessive of their child. Some theorized that Judy didn't want anyone, not even dabrat, to have an equal voice in parenting decisions, especially given her controlling behavior when it came to their child. Fans speculated that Judy's obsession with baby True might be compensation for her lack of involvement with her other children during the first season of Brat Loves Judy. Conduct led to further speculation about Judy's motivations. Some of Judy's admirers believe she could be trying to alter the course of her relationship by making a greater effort to be the mother she feels she wasn't before. However, her incessant need for attention and control has led others to question if she is genuinely trying to make amends for the past. Since Judy was busy building her company and wasn't as involved in her children's lives as she should have been, many believed the couple's argument about buckling their child into a car seat shouldn't have been a significant concern. Judy even mentioned that her daughter had to step in and help raise her 2 kids instead. When people see someone in front of the cameras, they can't help but wonder if Judy's grand gestures and extravagant gifts for dabrat are genuine or deliberate maneuvers rather than natural expressions of love. At this point, it's unclear if Judy is genuinely interested in becoming a mother with dabrat, or if there is something more calculated at play. Undoubtedly, Brat and Judy's relationship has drawn attention to both of them. As the drama unfolds, it becomes more evident that Judy could have had a different goal all along. Was this a calculated attempt to boost her notoriety and wealth? If you look carefully enough, you might see the signs, but we can't say for sure. Or is this simply another commercial transaction? Judy's frequent emotional investments seem more focused on the relationship's potential to boost her brand than on true love. As Brat and Judy put up their typical amazing front at the airport, let's take a closer look. Nowadays, things are beginning to resemble a reality show, even though these superstars prefer to present a flawless face for the cameras. We can only wait and watch this public love story gradually unravel, wondering whether it's really about love at all. Only time will tell. I'm sure it can't just be me who sees it. The cracks are beginning to show, despite their best efforts to keep things hidden. It's starting to appear in their videos. Did you feel the tension in that scene where they were arguing about who should fasten the baby's seatbelt? Why does buckling a single infant need 2 adults? I'm willing to bet they've fought over this before. Judy said, "This is my baby and I'm running the show." It felt like she was saying, "This isn't our child, it's my child." Despite being pregnant with her 4th child, fans have noticed that Judy isn't really allowing Brat to give her a full hug. They've been fighting over the baby because Judy's behavior seems calculated, as if there's more going on. People have said that Judy has a lot of energy for a mother of 4, but let's face it, Brat is the one who's a first-time mother, approaching 50, and just gave birth to her first child. When Judy popped the big question at the extravagant birthday celebration, I remember Brat's face clearly expressing that Judy was doing everything and applying pressure. Let's discuss Judy's approach. Is this about business or is it love? Things are starting to get interesting at this point. Judy's current behavior comes across as more calculated than genuine. It feels like the marriage to Brat is part of a bigger performance. It's stupid, the tension is palpable, and followers are picking up on it. It's becoming more obvious that this may not be the romantic fairy tale we are told. From an outsider's perspective, it seems more like a manufactured production. The marriage, the baby, the public displays of affection than genuine love. It's hard to ignore the warning signs, even with their most recent social media posts. Everything is beginning to seem a little too orchestrated. Is this a love story or is it a business plan? Some of you might be noticing things I haven't, so please share your thoughts in the comments section. Let's dive in. Judy is clearly securing that bag, and she's been playing the long game, pretending to be in love. Let's not pretend she didn't consider the fame and attention this partnership would bring. Judy has always craved attention, especially for her brand. Kaleidoscope, everyone exclaimed. Okay, we see you. When Brat went public on Instagram in 2020, but in reality, they had been dating since 2017. Things took off when they met at one of Judy's parties. The real tea, however, is the allegation that Judy cheated on her ex to be with Brat. You read that correctly. She cheated to be with her current partner. Because of this, even though they talk about being married, I feel like Judy's heart was never truly in it. They got married, and everything has been a whirlwind, but much of it feels performative, especially when it comes to public attention and parenting. Judy's parenting approach has been critiqued for focusing on her portrayal as a mother rather than embracing motherhood itself. She clearly has a strong bond with her child, but does every interaction need to be a photo op? It seems like she genuinely enjoys spending time with her kids, but she's also using these moments to market her business. Let's draw attention to Judy's admission that she neglected her other children while building her empire on Asteris. She also acknowledged that her daughter's obsession with the infant might stem from having to take care of her brothers. But why is the camera constantly on? Something feels off. Let's examine the present circumstances. There is genuine tension between Judy and Brat, and it all began with what appeared to be genuine love. Or is this just a business decision to maintain the brand? What will happen to the child? Who will be granted custody? And what kind of agreement have they negotiated behind the scenes if things don't work out? One thing is certain, Judy seems to be motivated by self-interest, and their public personas are beginning to reflect this friction. Performative parenting, strategic business choices, and the infant predicament all seem like parts of a larger narrative. Let me be honest, even though I know many of you probably think Judy would be the one carrying the baby, as several of you have already asked in the comments, there is much more to this story than what's shown on Instagram. No, ma'am. I understand that some of you are wondering whether Brat was truly ready to stand by her spouse. When Judy attempted the egg retrieval process, it was a total disaster. She ended up in the hospital with an enlarged heart and blood clots in her lungs. Brat stepped in to carry their baby. This is no joke. In short, no, Brat's eggs weren't used in the IVF procedure. Instead, Judy's eggs and a sperm donor were used to conceive the child. Some of you claim this whole situation was orchestrated and that Judy never actually wanted to carry the baby herself. However, if you watched season 3 of Brat Loves Judy on Asteris, you'd have seen how passionate Brat was while discussing Judy's health issues. But what are Judy's true priorities? Is this all about protecting the brand, or is it love? Let's take a moment to be honest. It feels more like a commercial arrangement than a love story. But don't get me wrong, Judy has done a lot for Brat. Some of you have pointed out Brat's lavish gifts to her, which is one way to express love. Still, let's not pretend that material possessions are a substitute for genuine affection. Just because Judy spoils Brat doesn't mean her actions are entirely noble or motivated by love. You could tell when Judy and Brat first connected that Judy might not have been fully committed from the start. Observers are already noticing that Judy doesn't seem interested in letting anyone else hold the baby. Long before Brat entered the picture, Judy's wealth, yes sis, her money, had her priorities locked in. Let's also not pretend this relationship didn't elevate them both, particularly in the public eye. It actually made Judy even more well-known. Judy admitted during the first season of Brat Loves Judy that she was too busy building her business to be fully present for her other children. This suggests there's more going on beneath the surface, and the few videos they share online hint at a more complex story. Judy seems to be compensating for lost time by giving the baby all the care she didn't provide her older children while she was out chasing the bag. Is this about control? Even though Judy is clearly a savvy businesswoman, it's hard to shake the feeling that what we're seeing is just a small part of a carefully orchestrated narrative created for the cameras. We appreciate your time and hope you'll watch our next video. It's hard to ignore how staged her parenting seems despite the love she shows her baby. Why does the camera always have to be on the baby? You can't help but wonder if this is truly about love or just about appearances, as it feels like every moment is filmed for the world to see.